How's it going, everybody? This octopus here is going berserk. What is it doing and why is it doing it? But before I tell you that, let's look at the third Philippine crab beauty compost. And we've had two previous ones of these, and the Philippines have a lot of beauty contests and a lot of crabs, high amount of marine biodiversity, so let's combine this. Our first participant doesn't want to participate, so she digs herself under the sand. Here we have two shrimp. Shrimp are not crabs, they're related, but we're very inclusive people, so they may also participate. They live on a sea urchin. This is an amazing shrimp. Now look at the appendages. I believe this is a filter feeding species. Amazing. This animal is about 2 centimeters long. Here we have Trichia dromiformis, I believe. A very kind Facebook group member told me that, and this animal is highly camouflaged. Now, you can probably tell I'm a fish biologist, not a crab biologist, so this is the only scientific name I can tell you. So if you know the ID of these animals, please post them under the video. This is a squat lobster, juvenile animal in front of a crab. Very pretty squat lobster. You know, how is she gonna do in our beauty compost? Now, more very cool animals, and we have a sea urchin, and who is living on this fire urchin? It's a tiny zebra crab. Now, this animal was maybe 3 millimeters in length, and they grow to about 1.5 centimeters. So this is a tiny juvenile of an already small species. Amazing stuff. And I mean, look at this psychedelic background. I love these animals. Now, whom do we have next? There is another very interesting shrimp with some really spectacular appendages. Again, if you know the idea of these animals, please post them. And these shrimp in the water column were the tiny ones racing around were attracted to my video light. So a lot of this footage here is from night dives. Now, you can see the hunting, the foraging behavior of this animal here. This one, very pretty contestant, doesn't do much of a dance, but very pretty eyes. You know, look at the blue in this eyes. There's a crab coming along too. Now here we have a crab which is living on a sea pan, which is a specialized soft coral which lives in the soft sediment. And this animal is probably 3 or 4 millimeters in diameter. So these are tiny animals. Well, who is your favorite? Who is going to be the winner of the beauty compost? This is our judge number one. Judge number one is a snake eel. Very keen eye on all the participants. So whom is he going to vote for? We don't know. Now we have our judge number two, who is a flathead, also having a very keen look. Now, what's your choice? Please post. Who will win this beauty contest? Now, as I have promised you, there's this cool example of octopus behavior. So again, the octopus is using the webbing between his or her arms to capture all these tiny shrimp which are racing around, which are attracted to my video light. So there is really, during a night dive, no way of observing these nocturnal animals which are adapted, which are evolved for operating in the dark, without influencing them, without changing the observation. So my video light caused this tiny shrimp storm, and the octopus was really, really eager to get a good feel. So you can see the animal now again, using the webbing kind of as a fishing net. So, it was minding its own business, and all of a sudden, this extremely generous source of free food, which was the shrimp storm in my video light, came about. Generally, I love cephalopods. This is obviously a squid in mid-water. This is not easy to film, so you really need the cooperation of the squid. So occasionally they will not try to escape from you. And you know, really, I do divide humanity into people who have seen living cephalopods and in the part of humanity which has not, which has only seen them, you know, in an Italian restaurant, so calamari fritti. And you know, here the same animal moving away, so you can see how its locomotion works with these fins on the side of the mantle. These animals have very large eyes, you know, they're very large brains. These are complex animals, really interesting to observe. You know, what we have here is the footage with my Osmo camera. So, you know, this is an action cam. You can see that, you know, even for relatively small animals, this is like a 15 centimeter squid, the camera works well, and you can see that shrimp storm well. So, I hope you enjoyed all of this footage. Again, keep checking back for more. At the end of the night comes the sunrise. The time for night diving is over. And support the channel, guys. Leave comments, share, like, and see you soon.